They're assuming my character, calling me ghetto, racist slurs, threats, all of this just because of a 9-second video.
How is she going to intentionally hit her opponent with a baton and then start crying on the news saying, oh, I didn't mean to do it, it was an accident?
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is a viral video that has gotten people talking of two high school girls that were running a relay race. What do they call it? We call it a relay, yeah. Okay, they were running tracks. Okay, that's the word. They were running tracks, and one of the girl was passing the other one on the track, and the other one raised the baton, the stick, the metal in the hole, and struck the other girl on the head, which caused the other girl to drop out of the race and all that. But this story has gotten even way bigger because the girl that hits the other girl has come out to cry on the news to say that it was a mistake. She fell, she tripped, and then it was an accident and she hits the other girl on the head, and calling the other girl to consider her mental health. That even though the other girl is physically hurt, she is mentally hurt. This whole conversation, like, I need you guys to see this clip. It has been on the news, on the internet. Everybody's talking about it. But I need you guys to see this clip and let me know down in the comment section. Do you think it's an accident? Do you think it's not intentional? And what do you think about her crying? Okay, and our parents' own opinion on what they think happened. Anyway, guys, let's go check out the video. So we'll check out the news first that broke out the story, and then our response to it, our parents' response, and then people's reaction to the entire news. Let's go check it out, and then we'll come back and talk more.
During a high school track and field relay race, one runner hit another in the head with a baton. Janae Norman here with the story. Good morning, Janae.
Hey, George, this is a crazy video that you have to see. It's unimaginable, unsportsmanlike conduct on the track. This morning, a high school track star is still recovering nearly a week after being hit on the head by another runner during a race.
Junior Kaylin Tucker was running the second leg of the 4x200 relay in the Virginia State High School League Championships when the shocking incident happened.
That's when she hit me with the baton.
Watch again as you see the two sprinters running side by side as they round the corner with Kaylin on the outside, Kaylin's mother cheering her on. Just as Kaylin is passing the other runner, the athlete swings her baton, striking Kaylin.
I just felt a bang on my head and then I fell off the track immediately.
Kaylin dropping her baton and reaching for her head.
The whole Coliseum pretty much gasped. I just jumped up out of the bleachers immediately and ran to her on the main floor.
The 16-year-old was later diagnosed with a concussion. The family says neither the athlete who struck Kaylin nor the other team's coaches checked on Kaylin or reached out afterwards.
To see that they kept running and she not stop and check on my daughter, that was the part where I was like, it couldn't have been an accident.
The other runner, who attends IC Norcom High School, has not been named. Kaylin's parents say Norcom's athletic director and the girl's father apologized in a phone call, but they're still waiting for the opposing athlete and her coaches to reach out.
We definitely want the coaches and a personal apology from the actual athlete as well, because it's only, it's only right.
The Virginia High School League saying in a statement, "We thoroughly review every instance like this," adding, "The VHSL membership has always made it a priority to provide student athletes with a safe environment for competition."
Meanwhile, Kaylin's parents say that they're still waiting to see what disciplinary actions will be taken against the other athlete before deciding their next steps. In the meantime, guys, because Kaylin's been recovering for a week, they're hoping that she can finally return to school today.
Everybody has feelings. So
They get it.
you're physically hurt, but you're not thinking of my mental, right?
Alayla Everett is a decorated athlete and senior at IC Norcom High School. She would have never thought her trip to the Class 3 track and field state finals last Tuesday would take a drastic turn.
They're going off of one angle.
Alayla visibly emotional because of this video from the meet. This was a 4x200 meter relay race, and she and a Brookville High School athlete were rounding a curve on the track when they nearly collided with each other.
Okay, after a couple times hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back like this, and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit.
It appears intentional, but Alayla says it was accidental.
But I know my intentions, and I would never hit somebody on purpose. I didn't have to see your first video, second video, 10th video. I know 100% that she won't do this to nobody.
Her parents outraged at the backlash. The IC Norcom relay team was disqualified, a ruling that a local USA track and field official finds questionable. He says a play-by-play look shows that the Brookville athlete was running closely to Alayla.
If a person comes up on the outside, they got to be a full stride ahead of me before they can cut in front of me.
The other family spoke with the news station in Roanoke asking for an apology from Alayla, something she wants to give, but she says the other athlete hasn't been receptive, blocking her on social media, and instead the Everett family was served with court papers.
And now we have to go to a city 3 hours away that everybody hates our guts already.
They're assuming my character, calling me ghetto, racist slurs, threats, all of this just because of a 9-second video.
How is she going to intentionally hit her opponent with a baton and then start crying on the news saying, oh, I didn't mean to do it, it was an accident, it wasn't intentional, when there is video footage clear as day showing you looking at your opponent, raising your arm, and swinging at her skull? Because if you haven't seen the viral video of that, go look it up. It's everywhere. It's like this indoor track meet, and these two girls are running next to each other, and the one girl is about to pass her, but the girl who's getting passed looks at her, then raises her arm with the baton and smacks her in the back of the skull, and she gave her a fracture in her skull. And since then, the girl who hit the other one, she was interviewed on the news, and she started crying. She's saying, oh, it's so unfair to me. Like, it was an accident. This wasn't intentional. When you literally see in the video that she's mad that the other girl is passing her, so she raises her arm, looks at her, and hits her in the back of the skull. Like, we see it clear as day. And the fact that she's on the news crying and trying to get sympathy, like, for something that she so clearly intentionally did, like, it'd be different if there was no video and this was all, like, speculation. But when we have multiple different angles of this video and it all shows the same thing, what do you want people to say? It would be like if I was walking down the street and I saw you in front of me and I just like push you for no reason, but my explanation was, oh, I just didn't see you in front of me, when everybody else saw me stare you down and then shove you with all I could.
This girl got in an interview with her whole chest and said, I know that you're physically injured, but you don't know my mental state. Girl, your mental state. Batons are made of metal. You could have gave her a brain injury. You could have gave her a skull fracture. And you did that because you lost. And then here's the thing: you're sitting there saying that I can admit that it looks. No, it was intentional. It was intentional, dog. What are you talking about? And then there's another page. It's Amber or something like that. I don't know. I saw the video from the other angle from behind. You could see it from behind. And that shit was intentional, dog. You reached your hand up and bopped that woman over the head. It wasn't even like a normal running stance. Like, you really went from a normal running stance to bopping that young lady upside the head. Okay.
So I'm pretty sure most people have seen the video of the girl getting knocked upside her head with the baton at the Class 3 State Indoor Championships, and I just want to give y'all my opinion on what I thought happened. And for those who haven't seen it, here's the video.
A strike with the metal baton to Tucker's head sends her reeling. Officials immediately disqualified the team from IC Norcom.
Now, as somebody who runs track, I completely understand that it's so easy to lose your balance on an indoor track specifically, but the fact that she cocked her hand all the way back and then hit the girl's head, I find it really hard to justify the fact that it was a balance issue that led her to hitting that girl in the head. And the fact that she was treated for a concussion and a possible skull fracture, like, I find it really hard to believe that she hit her with that much force on accident. Now, after I watched the video the first time, I really did try to give the other girl the benefit of the doubt, because in doing that, you would be saying goodbye to any hopes of running track in college. Like, seriously, what coach is going to recruit you after they look your name up and see that you're all over the news for knocking somebody upside the head with a baton? Now, I don't think she went into that relay knowing that she was going to hit somebody, but her competitive nature definitely took over in that moment, because they were fighting over second and third, and I guess her impulses took over and she ended up hitting her. Now, what should have happened immediately afterwards was an apology and an explanation, because apparently neither of those were given after it happened. And I honestly think that if she just said sorry and explained why she did it, none of this would be happening and all this drama would not be going on right now.
I'm sorry, but the track runner that hit that girl in the head with a baton while they were running a relay, you definitely did that on purpose because you was losing. Never in my years of running track have I ever thought, oh, I want this that bad, I'm gonna hit this girl with a stick.
And meta.
Girl, like, you could literally see in the video, it's by force, literally. Then had the nerve to do a whole interview. The tears, they ain't working. They are not working. Cause me, I see right through that. If it was an accident, why was there a wind up? The facial expressions after hitting her, girl. See, you only feel bad because you got caught. Like, baby, even a blind person could tell that you did that on purpose. Instead of crying on this interview, you could have just apologized because you gave that girl a whole concussion. And she talked about the angles. Baby, it don't even matter about the angles. Each angle, it still looked the same. You did that on purpose. And I feel like she's only really apologizing because she doesn't want the girl's family to move forward with possibly charging her or suing her for hitting her in the head over a race.
I blame the parent. I will always blame the parent.
Yeah.
I know y'all have seen that girl crying her eyes out, the girl who hit that other girl in the track meet with the baton. She says it was unintentional. She's crying her eyes out on national TV, and I can only be upset with the parent. You mean to tell me, as the parent of that child, you watched that same video that all of us watched, and you allowed your daughter to get on national television and not take ownership of what she did? It's parents like y'all, which is why kids grow up and have issues, various issues, because you aren't teaching your child anything. Accountability. Hold yourself accountable. Apologize. You lost your cool. That was assault and you can go to jail. Instead of getting on national TV and standing 10 toes down behind your daughter, you should have had a private conversation with her about potential charges, how that is assault, and make her apologize. Instead, we got to watch this foolery today on national TV. I will always blame the parents because y'all aren't teaching your children anything. Ooh, the ghetto.
The track runner that hit the other track runner with the baton, just say sorry. You did an interview where you said that she's hurt and she's not thinking about your mental health. Why would she think about your mental health if she's hurt? Just take accountability, even if it was an accident, even if it wasn't intentional. Say sorry, because the interview that you did on the news, that doesn't help you. Why would anybody ever care about your mental health when you're the one that caused them harm? And the parents are sitting there crying. Listen, y'all sitting there not allowing her to take accountability for her actions. Whatever scholarships that you had or may have, they may be on the line now because you don't know how to take accountability. Just say sorry. It's not that serious. Mistakes happen in sports. But you caused harm to somebody. They got hurt. Say sorry and move on. That's it.
So that black girl hit that other black girl with that baton and got on live television to cry and lie about it. She pulled out the thickest tear I ever seen. Lied straight to that face of everybody. Like, we ain't see 17 different angles of you cocking that baton back. For one, if you ever ran track, you know how light batons are. I'd have made a couple videos on track. It's hard. It's hard to give somebody a concussion while running track. It's super hard unless you trip them. Like, to hit them with a baton? Nah. I wish I could crawl on command like that. Like, she needs to go into acting. She's in the wrong profession. She needs to go up into acting. Like, that race was not that damn important that you need to hit that girl upside the head. It wasn't like she was going to win anyway. There was other people ahead of her. What if she just, like, hit everybody upside the head? Like, everybody that was in front of her, she just started hitting them upside the head. She was just going to catch up to them and just start hitting them. That would have been... It's not going to be funny, but it is funny in hindsight. Like, we're going to laugh about this. I've been laughing about it, but we're going to laugh about this.
You're physically hurt, but you're not thinking of my mental, right? A couple times hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back like this, and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit. They're assuming my character, calling me ghetto, racist slurs, death threats, all of this. Just
I'll start this off by saying that she is still a baby. At the end of the day, she's still a child. She's in high school. So regardless of how you feel, regardless if you feel like she did it on purpose, nobody should be calling her ghetto. Nobody should be calling her racial slurs, and nobody should be sending her death threats, period. I don't care how you feel about the situation. Oh, she got hit physically, but you have to understand how I'm feeling mentally. And though I don't condone anybody sending her any type of hate because she's still a child, don't nobody about how you feel. Like, we saw this girl about to do a really good walk down, because not only was she about to pass you, she did already pass you in the video, but I truly felt like she was about to try to catch the girl in the red. Like, that was about to be a great walk down, or a good walk down attempt, and you saw that and decided to take out the competitor. That's truly how it looks. So we're more concerned about the girl that got a concussion and a skull fracture. We're not necessarily that worried about you. And not to be rude, but it's just not as important as the girl that's genuinely physically hurt. But also, I'm hearing what she's saying. I'm truly hearing what she's saying, and I'm really trying to make sense out of what she's saying. Like, it got stuck behind her back, and then it rolled up her back, and then in taking it out, and then she tried to pump her arms again, she got hit. I'm just really trying to make sense of it, because I know what track jerseys look like, feel like. Where did it get stuck behind her back? You see, did it get stuck in the jersey? Because then if it got stuck in the jersey like this, like the baton went up here, you would have to pull it out this way, not that way. You see what I'm saying? It just, I'm trying to make sense of what she's saying. I really am. Just in case this baby really didn't intend on doing that, I don't want her to go through too much mental stress from this.
Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. But as always, please keep it respectful. Yeah, on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. And let me know if you think that the little girl, or do you think the girl that hit the other one, do you think she did it intentionally, or you think it's an accident like she claimed? And also, I would like to know your own take on the parents, the way the parents are defending her and her action. Are you that parent that is going to stand by their daughter, even if they are right or wrong, you're going to stand with them? Let us know down in the comment section, okay? So here's my thought about the entire conversation. Clearly, that was done intentionally. Like, that girl hits the other girl intentionally, knowing that she was going to lose to that girl. That's what it is. And her coming on live TV or on the news and now crying to say, oh, that it was an accident and all that. For me, at that point in time, this is where I'm start blaming the parent, because this is a couple of days after the incident has happened. She had had time to reflect on it, know who she is. Her parents have had the time to have that conversation with her, and yet they decided to stick with the story to say that it was an accident and she's going through mental state. At this point, I feel like when it comes to, like, you guys know how big I am with your mental state, how you think, how your mind works, and how you need to be in a very healthy environment. I'm a big advocate of mental health. Let me point it out, okay? Before I say this thing I want to say. But I feel like a lot of people usually use the mental health excuse to want to get out of situation or want to pan to sympathy from other people. And for me, I find it really disgusting when people do that, when I feel like you're making light and joke of real people or everyday people going through struggles, and then trying to put it on mental health for you knowing, like, physically harming somebody. That's a deep-rooted thing. I don't know whatever is going on in her life where she decided and feel like that was the right way, but that's very deep-rooted to her upbringing, who she is, her environment, and even her parents. And at this point, this is where I'm going to call out the parents here. And like, I blame the parents, like the other creator said, I blame the parents for this, because the parents didn't teach her well. Because even if let's even say they didn't even teach her well, or she did refuse to learn, this event has happened, so you have time to reflect on it and come out. And yet you can still tell your daughter and, like, own up to what you've done, hold yourself accountable, say sorry, apologize, be honest about it, be transparent about it. You can't even bring yourself to do that. But rather, both parents are on the news defending that action. For me, that speaks a lot of why the young girl would do what she did, because that tells a lot about the type of parents they are. That tells a lot about their personality or who they are as a person on the inside. Because why would you even support something like that? What if somebody had done it to your daughter? Talking about how the other girl's parents is sending them court papers. Why won't they send you court papers when your daughter has not even admitted of striking their daughter and apologizing, and you think they're not going to press charges? And that thing could easily have gone left when she hits the other girl. It could have easily have gone left easily. But no, they are out there supporting and defending our action and claiming it's a mistake. Did they see the clip we all saw on the news? Are they sure they saw that clip? Because there's no clip I've seen about this incident that shows, will make you even second guess and like, oh, maybe it's she did like this. So the parents, I blame the parents here. The parents are the ones, whatever is going on in their life, I know that they are the ones that has raised her to that place where she feels like she needs to take out our competitors and hit them. And for me, that's a very dangerous take. I personally, if you know me, as much as I'm a very determined person, I'm a go-getter, I don't see anybody as a competitor. I don't see anybody as a competition for me. The only competition I have is myself. The only person I have to put pressure on and go hard on is on myself. And I feel like raising me, or being raised in an environment, in a society, in a country where we're being pitched against each other, especially as young girls, there's always that competition spirit. Like, if you know the African parents, that's what they stand for. They will push you. They'll tell you, oh, don't you see your mate? They always want to compare you to other people. That's how I was raised, to be that very competitive and all that. And that's a very, for me, it has its positive side, its pro side, but also has his con side. And I personally am very happy and I'm very proud of myself that I've gotten to that place where I don't care what's going on with you. Like, you're not my competitor. Like, yes, that's you. I understand I'm being in my own lane. I understand that I have just as far as I'm doing my best, like I'm pushing myself as hard as I can go, that is good enough for me, and that's fine. Whatever the result is for the hard work I've put, I'm ready to take it. I'm ready to own it. And if yours is going way faster, I understand that we all have different timing. We all have different grades. We all have different goals in life. And sometimes things don't just work out, or sometimes things are not just the way it seems. And it's fine. Like, I've come to understand, I've seen people that maybe started something before me, and then when I start, and initially was like, oh, they are doing so well. And when I start, I even did way more better than them. I've seen some people that started something that I was doing, and they became way more than me. I'm going to celebrate you. If you're close to me, you're my friend, my family, I'm going to celebrate you, be happy for you, but I'm not going to be jealous of you. So that spirit of jealousy, that spirit of being too competitive, where you see the other person as a threat, it's a dangerous one. And I understand some people say that's a driving force, but I feel like as parents, we should start navigating that conversation to, you should push yourself as hard as you should, and it's okay if you fail. Honestly, it's okay just as far as you know deep down in your heart that you've put in your best, you've done your best. If it doesn't work out, it's all right. It's all right. But that's that mindset that if anybody stands in the way, step them out. For me, not me though. Like, I'm going to do, but you're not going to block my way. If you block my way, I'll step you out. Like, that's it. But I'm not going to look at you and look at what you're doing and feel no. Not me anymore. Not me. Anyway, guys, please, I just feel like as parents, especially parents that have children, they should do better, please. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this video. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that'll be supporting this channel and this career. So go on and do that. Give it a thumbs up, okay? Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.